Hi everyone, it's Christian. In previous videos, I talked about the suite of tools that together make a pairLab experiment. The first was survey configuration and the second was check data. In this video, I'll talk about the third tool in an experiment, results, specifically idea ranking and factors, which are two results reports in pairLab. First, idea ranking. This report shows each idea ranked by pair score in descending order. Let's break that down. Ideas in rank order are what you'd expect them to be. The number 1 idea followed by the number 2, followed by number 3, and so on. But how does pairLab put your ideas in order from first to last? It uses pair scores. Pair scores are unitless measures that represent the depth to which users favor one idea over all others. We can think of pair scores as a reflection of passion, or interest, or importance, or preference. pairLab translates these emotions into numbers, making ideas comparable mathematically. That's what a pair score is. Pair scores are used in 3 ways. We'll look at 2 in this video and the third one in the video on impacts. I'll explain with an example. And by the way, the idea ranking I'm showing here is real data from an experiment that I ran asking participants how to improve Google search. The question was, which aspect of Google search frustrates you more? These are the results. In ranking ideas, we can say that the top idea received the highest pair score because when survey participants chose it over other ideas, they generally said that they felt very strongly about their choice. This is less true for the number 2 idea, and even less true for number 3 all the way down to the last idea, which in all likelihood lost to ideas that participants were more passionate about. Besides rank order, we can use pair scores to communicate results to other people, which is important in meetings and reports. How do we do that? In this chart, we see the number 1 idea, results are manipulated by SEO are inauthentic, has a pair score of 17.7. And the last place idea, dated design, has a pair score of 3. If we divide the higher pair score by the lower one, we get a factor, in this case about 6, and I'm rounding. We can then say to someone, maybe it's our boss, that participants felt frustrated by results that are manipulated by SEO 6 times more than a dated design. That's a powerful statement. Consider the implications of this if you're managing something like a search product. Users of the top search engine in the world said that SEO manipulated results bugged them up to 6 times more than any other problem. Now, does that mean design, the last place idea, doesn't matter? No, design always matters. But users say through pairLab that your top product job, at least in this example, is to be sure SEO optimized sites are not gaming your results. Again, this is real data from a real study I did. So if you need to prioritize product features for a roadmap or need to figure out how to focus your marketing, better design than Google is not going to work for your customers, but authentic results should get you far. Now, you don't have to do the factor math by hand. That's what the factors report is for. Let's go to it now and take a look. Here, I'll choose a baseline idea to compare, and pairLab does the rest. I'll choose the top idea, results are manipulated by SEO, are inauthentic, and we see it's favored by a factor of 5.8 over the last place idea. We can look at the numbers assigned to other ideas to find their factors against the baseline. For example, results are manipulated by SEO is favored 3 times more than Google gives me results for content behind a paywall. Now let's choose that idea as the baseline and see what happens. You can see again that participants were 3 times as passionate about the top idea compared to the baseline, and they were twice as passionate about the baseline as compared to the last place idea. Armed with this info, you can have meaningful discussions and make better decisions about your product, its roadmap, its features, marketing, your competitors, all those parts of product management where you really need to know what the customer is thinking and feeling. There's one more feature you should know about for both result reports. You can see results by segment. I'll return to idea ranking to show you. Under filter by, I can choose a segment, and I'll choose It Works Great for Me. We see that results are manipulated by SEO falls to number 2 for this segment. What's last? Not dated design, but I must tell Google what sites to search, which makes sense because if Google search is working for you, you're not likely to tell it where to search. Now let's compare that to people who say Google search doesn't work well for them. Now, I must tell Google what sites to search ranks 6th And that's a big difference between those two groups of people. And it's differences like that which affect your product decisions, but only if you know them. Segments play a big role in the impacts report, which is the next result report. I'll cover that in another video. For now, that's idea ranking and factors.